Okay. So I guess this live is just going to happen this way with me holding my phone because it's already rolling. Because YouTube on the phone just doesn't wait for you. Um, and it's formatted that way. So even if I like orientation is locked, rotate device back. That's literally what it just told me. Okay, so we'll make it quick. I have done everything in my power to avoid doing this live today. I told myself that I needed to do this live today. It is now 9 o'clock, after 9 o'clock at night, and I still had more excuses to do this live. I was like, the lighting sucks. Philip turned on a ring light. It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do about like use my laptop or my phone. Pulled out the tripod for me. So I'm out of excuses. Baby's asleep. So yeah. Okay. So first of many, the goal is to do weekly updates via YouTube Live because I cannot be trusted to actually get it done like in terms of like pre-recording and editing, and y'all will never see it. So I'm removing all the barriers of entry and just forcing myself to go live in 15 minutes or less just to provide some updates on what's been happening for the week. So if you've not been following along closely on my Substack or my email newsletter, definitely reach out to join or find me stephaniesquared.substack.com. But I'm counting down. We've got, let's see, let me ask Google in real time. How many days until July 1st? 121 days. So I have 121 days left to become a full-time artist. I say that with an asterisk, right? But the goal is that I've given myself a hard deadline to really establish myself financially in my art practice. This is something that I've been inching towards for years now. And I realized with some divine intervention that I really just needed a hard deadline to kind of put some extra fire underneath my ass. And that's been helpful. And we've been doing it. So, one step at a time. The goal with my art practice is, it's more than just selling art and it's more than just exhibiting art. It's really me. It's really Stephanie squared. It's Stephanie Fleming, Stephanie Brown combined. Like it's all of me. So Stephanie as the artist, Stephanie as the writer, Stephanie as the speaker, Stephanie as the educator, Stephanie as the presenter, Stephanie as the community arts advocate, Stephanie as the project manager, Stephanie as the learning experience designer, like all of the hats that I've ever worn. I'm at a stage in my career and in my life where I understand how they flow and work together, and how they really are just one thing. It's me as a creative, it's how I think, it's how I move, it's how I see the world. I can't help but be a visionary. I can't help but be strategic in my thinking. And I'm definitely like a chronic planner. So all of those things combined, I'm really looking to build a brand around it. And what's been scary and difficult is realizing that it's all me. And I've honestly just been hiding behind other projects, other forms of employment, and other people. And I've been kind of masking my responsibilities to myself and to my own art practice by essentially hiding behind these other things and keeping myself busy, keeping myself too busy to prioritize myself and my art practice. So, since even prior to having my son, that's been a big goal of mine is to bring back Stephanie to the forefront to my list of things to go from there. And It's been successful so far. So last week I was just in LA for LA Art Week. I solo presented for the first time at the other art fair in Atwater Village in the Glendale area of Los Angeles. The show was amazing. It did really great. I made some good money. Um, I met a ton of people. I really went wanting to build my network in LA and kind of build a mailing list and establish a collector base. And I was also looking to kind of prove, um, is my future collector in LA? I've been hungry and eager to kind of find like where is my work going to succeed the best? Is it in art fairs? Is it in museums, and maybe museum collectors? Are they individual collectors? Is it going to be through commissions? Is it going to be international? Is it going to be a different city? I don't know. I won't know until I try. So I've been able to I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of test the waters one bit at a time. And that was a part of me going to LA Art Week and participating in the fair. So that was really successful. I'm glad I did that. Coming back from that's been a whirlwind. Just kind of playing catch up, a lot of marketing things that I'm in the weeds of. I'm now selling some limited edition prints. I have an online collection that I guess I can link in the description now for anybody who's interested in collecting work from the other art fair or some limited edition prints for the originals that were shown there. Um, so those are all the ways. I think what will make sense is by doing these updates on a weekly basis, it keeps it from being too long, but also it's like top of mind, so I can really talk about the things that are stressing me or that I'm trying to figure out, or what's next, and coming up in the pipeline. Um, it's about to be tax season, so that's my unfavorite time of the year because I've not been great at keeping up to date with like filling out my stuff throughout the year. So I definitely do like a batch update in March, which is not great. But c'est la vie. At least I do keep a really detailed folder on my computer with all of my income and expenses so that when I do need to sit down and make these kinds of documents and fill out all my tax stuff, like everything is at least in one place. I just have to kind of do all the paperwork and stuff. So that's what's next. And what I'll do moving forward is schedule these and actually put a time on them so that people can anticipate it. And that's also me self-sabotaging because I was like, if I tell people I'm going to go live, then they're going to expect me to go live and then I'm going to actually have to go live. So I was being sneaky by trying to put it off in hopes that I might not do it. But the truth is that I needed to do it, and I will continue to hold myself accountable by scheduling them and just putting them on the calendar so that YouTube will remind my subscribers when it is that I am going live so that you all can anticipate it and that it won't be at 9 o'clock at night. But ideally, I will schedule these. They will be on Sundays just because that's easier for me. Maybe the evenings make sense, but I'd like to probably try and do the morning. So we'll see what happens scheduling wise. And yeah, connect with me on Instagram, Substack, all the ways that you can subscribe. I am working on bringing my podcast back, so look forward to more information on that. And I will close there for now because we're just under 10 minutes and that feels good. So thanks. Let's figure out how to end this live and then I'll be back next week.